South Africa. Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. This is Afternoon Express. My name is Jeannie D. And of course, it is our fantastic Tuesday cook-along. Now, Mexico was kicked out of the World Cup last night. Unfortunately, they were a firm favourite, at least with me. And so I reckon we celebrate them today. So today's cook-along is a Mexican-inspired masterclass. Joining us, along with Chef Clem, is a self-taught cook who swapped the courtroom for the kitchen and now runs her own successful catering business. Kundi also runs her own food blog called Kundi's Kitchen, where she shares her recipes online. Kundi, what a beautiful name.
Thank you.
Now, you self-taught, you were actually a lawyer.
Yes.
And then decided, laws for the birds. I'm going to cross over. Tell me about that quick little journey.
I've always just loved cooking. I'm self-taught and literally just overtook me, and I thought, let me try and do it full time, follow my passion,
And what is your speciality? It should be Thai because of your surname.
Funny enough, my favorite food is Asian.
Okay.
So yeah, I love spicy, and that's why I'm glad to be doing Mexican today. Very along my lines,
We are bringing the spice into the loft. Now, the Italians have ciabatta, the Indians have naan, and the South Americans have the tortilla.
Thank you for saying a tortilla.
Well, it's a tortilla.
Because how many people say tortilla? Oh my goodness.
Tortilla.
It's tortilla, exactly. So we're doing two versions. We're doing one with a steak and a beautiful verde sauce, which is a beautiful green sauce. I'm going to talk you through that. And then my special guest and I, we're going to make one with a halloumi, an orange sweet potato, and a rollo sauce, which is basically a red sauce.
Yeah.
You got to be rolling the R's today. It's Mexican. So we've got a lot of spice, a lot of flavor. Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Now, to get today's recipe and shopping list sent directly to your phone, simply SMS the keyword Clover to 33650. SMS is R1.50 each, and no free SMSs apply. Plus, our lines are open on 021 430 9881. If you've got any culinary questions, or if you get stuck along the way, or if you've got any interesting questions for our fabulous guest, give us a call. The show is also streaming live on YouTube right now, so keep your device with you in the kitchen and follow along. Then, obviously, because it's me in the kitchen, for dessert, we are making something decadent and chocolatey that's perfect for a cold winter's night. Take me through that.
I'm going to say I'm sorry now already.
Yeah.
All right.
Goodbye, diet.
No, there's no such thing as diet. It's a lifestyle, and I choose my lifestyle to be decadent.
And we're embracing the decadence and winter today. We're doing a chocolate self-saucing pudding with ice cream, with a salted miso caramel. I'm sorry.
No, that is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is extra. That's almost as extra as our guest that we're going to have.
No, it's not. It's not. So much love for our guest today.
What does self-saucing mean?
So it's basically a chocolate pudding that you're going to make, that while it's busy cooking, it's going to kind of make a sauce while it bakes the actual pudding.
I mean, that is so decadent, it just made me blush. Now, the keyword for this self-saucing chocolate pudding is eat. Simply SMS the keyword to 33650. The keyword is eat. SMS it to 33650. SMS is R1.50 each. No free SMSs apply. And before we get to the show, presenter search on 3 fans will know that the top 10 have been announced. Yay! And the competition is about to heat up as they take on their very first elimination challenge on Thursday evening. Now that it's official, we are introducing you to each of the finalists as they compete to become SABC3's next big star. Today, we meet Laurina.
Meet the top 10 finalists for Presenter Search on 3.
My name is Laurina Mkhize. I am a digital marketer, blogger, accounting student, easy on the eye type girl. You know, that's who I am. When it came to Swaziland, I was the happy-go-lucky kid, swimming with my friends. So I really think it's important to keep those people around you. Once you make it to Presenter Search, they'll be watching your show. My TV industry ambitions would be to build an empire. So guys in here, if you want a job, Strange. Is it strange that I'm an expert sleeper? Whether it's a train, a bus, even a bicycle or a bathtub, click and I'm gone. I absolutely love the concept behind Presenter Search on 3. The fact that a girl like me can become a superstar on a channel like this is unbelievable. Are you okay? I have a hidden talent. And the reason I never tell people this is because I know the question that follows it. Yes, I can sing. Okay. Do you want me to sing? There's a fire burning through my heart. I am vivacious, young, I'm full of energy, and I'm here to entertain you.
Catch Presenter Search on 3, Thursday nights at 8:30 and watch the top 10 compete to become one of 3 new presenters on SABC3. The stage is yours.
Oh, I love that girl. Now you've met Laurina, let us know what you think of her. She certainly is a star. Now, our special guest today is one of KZN's best-loved radio presenters. After countless attempts at breaking into the industry, the bubbly and charismatic Selby Mkhize finally got his chance to shine in 2015 as co-host of Ukhozi FM's afternoon drive time show. Since he's auditioned to the show, the listenership has grown almost by 25%. Plus, he has appeared as himself in 2 top South African shows, Generations and Uzalo. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me.
We're so happy to have you because it's quite a logistical effort getting you here.
Yeah.
Because you're usually on air this time.
This time I'm on air Monday to Friday between 3 and 6 on Ukhozi FM. It's 90.1. Allow me to say the frequency to 107.4 FM. Yeah.
Totally. Well, and welcome to, of course, all the Ukhozi FM listeners that are watching today.
Yes, because I do know that you guys right now we're supposed to be listening to the show, but we're here and the sports commentary. Come here. Just come here.
Exactly. Yeah. They're following you. They want to see you and hear everything that you have to say.
Yeah.
Now, how is it that, I mean, Ukhozi FM is huge. The listenership is the biggest in the world.
Yeah.
The biggest in the country.
Biggest in the country, biggest in Africa, the second biggest in the world. And we've just been voted the second coolest radio station in the country after Metro FM, of course.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Now, you grew quite quickly at Ukhozi FM because obviously drive time shows are, whether it's breakfast or drive, it's the biggest.
It is.
Those are the big ones that every single DJ in the world wants to do. Those are the time slots.
Yeah.
But you went from volunteering straight into the drive.
Straight into the drive show.
How is that?
Okay, so I first started off, this was after me having my contract not renewed in my previous radio station.
Yeah.
I had been working there, but I was just
Did they tell you why they didn't renew your contract in the
no, the
previous
station
one?
was just taking a new turn, apparently. Okay. I remember saying to the program's manager, please, why are you doing this? So this is from me going without a salary and going to another station. I haven't told my granny about it. Actually, this is the first time she's finding out about it now, right on TV. She didn't know that I wasn't getting paid on Ukhozi when I first started because I was like, anything, just to get my foot on the door and just to get my name out there and just to showcase the Ukhozi FM management, what Selby Mkhize is made of. And boom, it just happened. Yeah, after 2 years.
But now you were meant to be contributing financially then to your family.
Yes, of course. So I would come up with each and every single excuse, and every story comes month and I'll be on some, oh no, I don't know why I'm not paid. I duplicated my invoice, this and that and that and that until the lies ran out. Luckily enough, I did not know that I wasn't doing my returns for SARS. And then I went quickly and filed it in, got the money out. And then luckily enough, they gave me a drama role, one of these radio dramas that you get on air. The PBS station would know about it. That you get on air. So I was starting cashing in a bit of money from there and there onwards. Now, this is happening immediately after the money starting to run out because it wasn't going to stay there forever. It wasn't too much of money. And I stayed and then the following year came through. I approached the program's manager for, I wanted to be on the drive show, but do a gossip segment just for 5 minutes. Yeah. She was like, let's try it out and see what happens if you're there for the whole show. Now, this is between Monday and Friday. There was a huge demand. The following year, 2015, Monday to Friday, and here we are.
How lucky.
I know.
And what great foresight of the studio manager and the station manager to see that in you. Because your listenership went up from like 2.2 to 2.9 million.
To 2.9 million, with
That's
the help
huge.
of my co-host, of course, Decadent, who's been in the station for more than 15 years, who's been absolutely exceptional, helping me grow this brand, helping me, making me feel very, very comfortable in the show as well. It's been absolutely amazing. Yes, here he is. He's my work husband. I love him.
How phenomenal do you guys look there?
How do you like my regalia? From this is supposed to be, they told us at work, all the guys need to wear the ibeshu and that, and I had to mix it up. I put female and I put male on.
Beautiful. I love that. I absolutely love that. Now, what is your show about? Why do you think so many millions of viewers tune in every afternoon to listen to you?
It's fast-paced, that is one. It is very, very vibrant, two. We are very genuine. People feel they relieve their stress when they listen to our show between 3 and 6. It's called Woza Nabang and Bako. Come with your friends, direct translation. And we are very, very controversial as well. We live on the edge. You know, so we don't want to push the listener out of the edge, but if they fall on themselves, that's their problem. But I'm joking. So we live on the edge. It's who we are. We're crazy.
Yeah. Something that I'm so proud of with you as well is that you certainly have worked really hard. You really are amazing on air.
Thank you.
But also, I mean, Ukhozi FM is known as quite a conservative, traditional kind of radio station. And when you took over as the first openly Black gay host, you were immediately embraced, which is quite progressive, I think. I wouldn't have expected Ukhozi to have acted like that.
Look, let's look at Ukhozi now in 2018. Everyone would say that. I get those questions a lot. But with the listener, from the listener, I think it's the work that they put in front. They saw what I was doing on air. I was delivering on air. I was giving them what they want, something that they've never, ever experienced, something that they've never, ever had. Then the sexuality came in second. And then it was, oh, wow, so you're gay. Now they're focusing on that. And now they focused on that and everything else. And the work is great. So, And it's 2018. We're moving. I mean, you can see the type of person and Ukhozi FM has hired before. I mean, the likes of Chili M, who used to be at the station as well, who was there. So, I mean, it's growing times. We're moving. It's 2018.
Yeah. Have you ever had, like, any really awkward moments on air?
I've never had awkward moment on air, except when you have an OB and then when it's an outside broadcast, of course, all the listeners are there. They're excited to see you for the very first time. Oh, we've been dying to see this person. We hear this voice on air and when you get there, they're like, we thought you're female. So it's like, oh, okay. Then we're like, oh, yay, this is who I am. Yay, welcome. But they still love me nonetheless.
Now, something that I really, really enjoy about you, and I'm looking at those fantastic shoes now.
Oh, honey.
I'm also a collector of shoes. So we've got that in common.
Yes, of course.
But something that I really love is you play netball.
Yes, I used to play netball, but I follow Australian netball, the Suncorp Super Netball. I follow it just because we've got two girls from South Africa who play for the Spa Proteas, who are there that side, who's shining our flag up high. We know we didn't make it for the World Cup, Soccer World Cup, that is. At least let's look into other sports as to what other people are doing. So I follow it each and every single weekend. Saturday and Sunday, I wake up at 5 just to be on my phone.
I've downloaded netball.
Too much. I love netball.
How is South African netball doing?
I would say it's doing great because it's ranked at number 5 right now in the world. And they're doing they're exceptional. For the fact that we've got two players who are representing us in Australia and doing phenomenal work. They're absolutely exceptional.
Oh, well, this is for all of the netball players.
Yes.
We're saluting you. What position did you play?
I played wing defence.
Okay, I was wing attack.
Really?
Yeah.
Yay.
So now I have to show you, and we've got to show the audience, because I find it's the funniest thing.
Okay, must I stand up?
Obviously, yes, come do it with me.
Right.
So then when you catch a ball from netball, so you're running, you're going to catch the ball.
Of course.
What is the move when you catch the ball?
Okay, it's a move. You have to stand steady because you can't be tiptoeing around. That's a fault. And then you're going to give the ball away to your opponent. So you just have to... Throw me something, crew, whoever. Throw me something.
We don't have a ball, but
it's fine. Okay, we'll have it. Yes, throw me. It's like that. Make sure that
I thought it was like this, and this is obviously why I don't play netball for South Africa. Okay, throw it to me. I thought it was like... I almost lost an ankle. But I thought it was like one leg and then the other.
Yeah, it is like one leg, then the other, and we can play netball forever, y'all.
You're amazing. Thank you so much. Let me know when you make the next team. I'll come over and since I'm not so good at throwing netballs, I'll bring my little shakers.
Yes.
Now head over to our social media platforms and answer today's question. We want to know, what is your favorite childhood memory of listening to the radio? Tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the official hashtag Afternoon Express, or comment on our Facebook page. After the break, we put Selbeyonce to the test in the kitchen for our Afternoon Express cook-along. We'll be right back.
Introducing Clover Care, the first enriched milk packed with nutrients to help you take extra care of your whole family.
Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Great time to join us because we're in the kitchen and we're getting started with our fabulous Mexican meal. On our cook-along today, we are taking Mexican nights to new heights with Clover Care tortillas. Tortillas can be served in so many, many ways, but have you ever attempted to make them yourself before? Well, that's what today's masterclass is all about. Clover Care milk is the key ingredient to use in these tortillas as they contain a good source of protein and also contain vitamins and minerals to give your family a really healthy boost. To get today's recipe and shopping list sent directly to your phones, simply SMS the keyword Clover to 33650. SMSs are R1.50 each and no free SMSs apply. Plus, our lines are open on 021 430 9881 if you have any culinary questions, or if you get stuck along the way, or if you just want to chat to our fabulous guest, do give us a call. So,
let's talk about tortillas first. So you get two kinds of tortillas.
Yeah.
Corn tortillas and flour tortillas.
Okay.
The corn ones are the traditional ones made with masa, which is like the indigenous Mexican corn.
Amazing.
By the way, corn over the world is genetically modified. We always hear about non-GMO and GMO.
Yeah.
But in Mexico, it's non-GMO. They are that proud of their corn, right?
In
it's
Mexico,
crazy. In Mexico,
corn is big, very big.
But today, it's quite difficult for us to get that masa, yeah? So we're going to actually make some flour tortillas. But I've got an amazing trick to make the perfect ones.
Yeah.
So while I'm busy with this, Kundi, will you start rolling those ones out for me? Got some dough that I made earlier.
Amazing.
Right. So
this is going to be so delicious. In fact, it makes me think of my Mexican word of the day. Nacho.
What does that mean?
A nacho friend.
Oh my goodness. All right. So what I've got here for you, Selby, is some butter in the pot already.
Okay.
And I've added some oil. My trick is to actually add fat to the pot.
What?
So you're kind of coating the flour that's going to be used in the tortilla. So I'm going to turn you on. There you go.
Turn this on.
Yeah, turn this on. Yes. Yes. Okay. Then milk. So milk we use in pastries to soften the dough, to tenderize it.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a whole big science behind it, why it actually works. So we're going to use that science in our tortillas. By the way, the Aztecs knew this thousands and thousands of years ago already. So we're only catching on now. Well done
the Aztecs all the boxes.
Exactly. Okay, Clover Care going in. I love the creaminess you get from the Clover Care as well. You could use something like clover amasi.
So how much of clover are you adding into there?
You know what? It's a chefy, very specific. Your eyeball. So it depends on how much flour you're going to use. There we go. We do that, don't we?
Yeah.
So to about a cup of flour, I would say about 3/4 cups of milk.
Yeah.
So let's go with some seasoning. Salt is very important. Even if you're baking a sweet dish, always add salt. Okay. It's very important. It brings out the flavor. There we go. There we go.
Wow.
So this is all you now. So you're going to keep an eye on that. You're going to make sure it comes to a simmer. How are you doing with that dough?
Going good. I'm about to roll it out.
Do you need any help with that?
Yes, you can help me with this
And what are we rolling it into?
We're rolling it into little balls, and then we're going to put on the surface and get about that shape.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we're going to put it into our hot griddle pan. To get some beautiful tortillas out.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes.
I have worked with and met and interviewed a lot of chefs and cooks.
Yeah.
Like a lot. And I have never in my entire career met any chef or cook with such fabulous nails.
I was about to say that.
I
was actually about to say that.
Is this a safe space? Can I be honest?
Yes.
My nails are never this pretty.
You're not allowed to play netball with those nails, though.
All right. So while you guys are busy with that, I'm going to put you to work now. I know you're very eager.
Okay.
So we're going to make the rollo sauce, which is Spanish for red.
Okay.
Rojo.
Rojo? Rojo? You wait, you say rojo? Exactly, you could. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at you. Okay, cool. So while you're doing that, so let's talk about what's going to go in there. I've got some, let me take this on the heat because we're ready for this.
Yeah.
In here, I've got some roasted red peppers, which are like blitzed under, which I pot under the grill. Blistered, really dark, wrap the skins off, that's in there. But I also added some chilies in the same time.
Yeah.
You scared of?
No, I'm not scared of chilies. I'm from Durban, hello.
Yeah, it's in your blood.
Yeah, it's in my blood.
Okay, cool. So then I've got some almonds which I've soaked, just to soften them. You can add that to our NutriBullet.
Right now.
All of it, yeah. Then I've got some more spice, fresh red chili. You get different flavors from it. Jeannie's like, whoa. Is it okay?
No. I like it hot.
Okay, you like it hot?
I like it
Hotter
as
the
spicy
better.
as can be.
Yeah.
You too?
Yes.
Okay, we've got
as
some
well.
hot palettes in this loft today. Oh, yeah.
Then we've got some thyme and oregano. Now, in Mexico, you get a Mexican oregano, which has got a slightly minty taste to it. It's like a thymy taste to it as well. But unfortunately, we don't have that. So we're going to just make our little own. And let's see what else we got. A little bit of sherry vinegar. Sherry vinegar is great. It's actually vinegar that they age in oak barrels. So it's like your wines, like brandies as well.
It's
to get
the
that.
wine version of vinegar. It's the vinegar version of wine.
Exactly. A little bit of water
that.
to bring it all together. And then you can get ready, Shelby. I'm going to wait up with my salt. Little bit of salt quickly. You want to do your...
Yeah, I would love to.
Oh,
do it.
Shelby.
A little bit.
Hoi. There we go.
I hope it's not so much.
When you do that, you're not Salt Bay, you Shell Bay.
All right, so let's just get this on for you. So you're going to pop it down and twist. I feel you. Let's do it together. Let's do it together.
Hi, yummy.
Done. That's it.
Ooh,
So
la la.
you don't want it to be too thin because you want those nuts to kind of like emulsify, come together to the sauce.
Yeah.
And that's your royal sauce done. Now, guys, I almost forgot about the dough. Very quickly.
Someone is in trouble.
Almost. Okay? And that's the trick. You want it to still be hot when you add that milk to the dough.
Yeah.
Is your dough still warm when you felt it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. It has to rest for an hour.
Yes.
But after
Get
the
it
hour...
nice and soft.
There we
Let
go.
the flour absorb
This
the
is
liquids.
so nice. I love a tortilla.
Will you watch that for me? So
I
it
will.
doesn't burn? Oh,
They're going
okay,
really,
rolling.
really well.
Yeah, it's very important to let your dough rest.
Why
so
is that?
So that it can get nice and soft and it's
Okay.
easier to roll out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then once it's made like that, it doesn't harden too much. They
Yes.
stay fresh.
Yeah.
Fresher for longer. I like that.
And there's nothing like homemade. I mean, you can buy tortillas in the shop, but you can taste, especially if you're using your butter and your bacon fat,
Yeah.
you can really taste that flavor come through.
And it's cheaper
Yeah.
too, I think.
Yes, yeah.
Exactly. So you spoke about the bacon fat. Great
Yeah.
tip using animal fat. So if you're using
Yes.
beef fat or bacon fat, tenderizes the dough even more.
Yes.
Really great. And of course you get that smoky flavor from the
Intense,
bacon.
yeah.
I love it.
Lovely. What are your cooking skills like at home?
That's my answer right there.
So you don't make any... Like,
I don't. I mean, I always shy away from this question, and because the fact that we're always so busy, we're always on the road, we're always from city to city. There's so much to do.
Yeah.
I'm in Cape Town. They're back home. Who's cooking when I'm here?
Okay, but what does your diet look like? So what do you...
I've tried diets.
No, man, but what do you eat?
Oh, come on, I'm from Durban, and in Durban we love curries. We used to curries,
Yeah.
and so yeah.
Yeah. So you love
So
a good
this
curry.
menu works for you nice and
Of course it does, girl.
Yummy. Okay, so
Jeannie,
our
I think
tortillas
you're
are looking
burning
good.
our tortillas.
Really?
Yeah, let's give it a
It's
check.
looking good. Do you want to taste the sauce?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. I'm just
Why
gonna,
don't you taste it first?
I'm going to take it.
I saw a lot of spice go in there.
I mean, does anybody else want to taste the sauce? Oh, my
I'd
goodness.
love to.
Oh, I just smelled that. That's hot.
Is it?
Okay, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. We're going into ad break, so I have time. I've got a first aid kit on the side. I'm okay.
Okay.
That wasn't enough.
Oh, but I got it.
No,
Is it?
he can handle. Okay, I'm going to taste that during the ad break because I love a little bit of chili. So, just to recap, we got started on our dough. We're mixing the rest of our dough now to start these tortillas, and they are looking fine. And then we learned how to make our royal sauce, royal for red. And what have we got in there again?
Almonds, roasted red pepper, chili, garlic, more chili, sherry vinegar, salt and pepper.
And of course, we are upping Selbeyonce's cooking skills as well, because now when he meets people socially, instead of just saying that he loves chili, he can say he makes his own royal sauce.
Of course.
There you go.
What's that Mexican
We're
word again?
upskilling you today.
Yeah, what's that Mexican word again?
Nacho.
And it stands for?
I'm nacho friend. All right, so when we return, we carry on with this fabulous Mexican business.
Express yourself.
Introducing Clover Care, the first enriched milk packed with nutrients to help you take extra care of your whole family.
Made with love by Clover. Express yourself.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, and of course it is our fabulous Tuesday cook along with our sensational guest, Selbeyonce in the loft. And of course, because Mexico got kicked out of the World Cup last night, we are honoring them with Mexican in the kitchen today. Who do you think is actually going to win the World Cup? Have you guys been following?
My best on Brazil.
We've been. I would say Brazil stands a better chance now.
Yeah.
They're on fire.
I'd go with Brazil.
Brazil?
Yeah.
And is Belgium still in? I think
what happened?
Belgium's
Did
got
they
a
not
very
play
good
yesterday
chance.
as well? I think they played yesterday
And then,
against Japan. I don't know.
Yeah, let us know if Belgium is still in, because I think they've got a fighting chance. As well as South Korea, actually, are really good.
Look, I haven't seen South Korea play, but
They're really, really good. Oh, I love me a soccer player. In fact, that brings me to my new Mexican word of the day.
Okay.
Cheese. Juanita, she loves me, but she's ugly. So to get today's recipe and shopping list sent directly to your phones, simply SMS the keyword Clover to 33650. SMSs are R1.50 each, and no free SMSs apply. Let's get started with our next phase. Okay.
So we've got our rump steak here
Yeah.
that has been marinated. We've used some olive oil, a little bit of vinegar, and some red wine and dried herbs. If I can just talk about the red wine, don't be scared if you're serving it to kids. The wine cooks out completely, so there won't be any alcohol content by the time you get to the end.
Okay, amazing.
So we've marinated about 10-15 minutes. If you have time, marinate it overnight.
Yeah.
Really let those flavors marry into the meat.
Yeah.
Also, rump is good because we have the fats there, and it really brings out the flavor. If you want to be fancy, you can use fillet or filet. Or
Is
sirloin.
fillet better than, which is the best? If you go fillet, rump or sirloin, which is the best?
I don't think there's one that's the best. It's just preference.
Okay,
so
which is
I
the
generally,
softest?
the softest, I'd go for a cut that has fat on it.
Okay,
Because it
the
really
rump.
renders into, there we go. You've got the right idea, So
And
we're
then
going to put it into a
skewer
skewer, The reason for doing this is because you don't want to overcrowd your pot when you're cooking meat. So this is at least all on the stick, and it's easy to sear on all sides.
Oh, amazing. And
So
then how
tip
do you
also
make
when you're
sure...
frying.
Yeah, this will work amazingly on the braai. Hey?
Yes.
And then how do you make sure that it stays that tender and juicy?
Don't overcook your steak.
Just get your heat back on, or else we can have cold steak.
Oi.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
Back on.
Technology,
Sorry,
hey?
I never know how anything in the kitchen works. I
burning
just
in
like
here.
it.
It's not, it's hot. We want it hot. We want the fuego, fire. We want the fuego. I told you I'll protect you. If anything happens,
Okay, what are you
I
guys
got you.
doing over
Okay,
there?
so we get it hot thanks to Clement, and then we're gonna sear it.
Yeah.
Don't overcook it. That's how you keep it nice.
We're keeping
and
it
moist.
rare.
Yeah.
Ish.
Keeping it
Ish.
rare.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So as soon as this heats up enough, we're gonna.
Do you know what that would be called in Portuguese?
What
which is
would it-
quite similar to Spanish.
Okay.
Espetada.
Ooh,
Espetada.
And it is the best thing in the world. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, ma'i.
And they marinated their meat in the red wine as well. Look at that, the similarities. Pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
All
So
right.
we're gonna check if our pan is hot enough.
It's hot enough.
That's the sound we're looking for.
Okay.
And we're gonna let it sear on each side about a minute or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely. You are
Thank
good
you.
at this. You can come anytime because that looks amazing. Clem, what are you doing this side?
I was going to say, I like chefs to talk with their shoulders when they're expressing food. I really like it. It's very
This is
cool.
definitely the sexiest chef we've ever had in this kitchen. She's amazing.
All right. So Selby and I, we're going a bit green, right? We're going to do a vegetarian version. We're using my favorite, which is orange sweet potato. So I'm going to turn the heat down for you slightly, give you the tongs. What I've done is I popped that in the microwave for a few minutes, so it's a little soft, but I want to add some color to it right now. And that's just in a pan, a little bit of oil. I know it's really hot, but it's safe. It's safe. You got that. You can start adding that. And then very important, you want to season it. Because it's sweet, right? Sweet potato is quite sweet. You want to kind of counteract that with a little bit of seasoning. So go in with a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. I'm just going to give you some salt right now. And in case you're thinking, oh my goodness, they got meat. What do we have? Halloumi.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So it's like the meat of the cheese world. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So we keep that nice and thick. I don't mind if you kind of cross it, you have a bit of steak, bit of halloumi, and sweet potato. But I'm going to show you like a little bit of variety.
Yeah.
Yeah, our nails are gonna take a knock today.
They're having too much fun with that meat.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Must I put all of it in?
Yeah. well, again, same thing as Kundi was saying, don't overcrowd the pan, like with the meat. So this you want to give it like,
because you're
give it some
trying to
space.
get that nice brown.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the reason for it, as soon as you add too much to the pan, the temperature in the pan drops.
Oh.
And things start steaming instead of browning.
Yeah.
And a good tip is, another thing also, if you add too much to the pan, you're going to have to manage like 15 things in the pan.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have 10, you're all right.
Oh, that's a tip right there. Okay,
there we go.
Another piece of meat.
Yeah, I think
I'll just add one more because it looks overcrowded.
Get our back on.
Cool. This goes in there.
I think just give it a second. Give it a second before you add that.
Smells so good. I wish you could smell the flavors.
This marinade is unbelievable.
Yeah, and so simple. Some
jelly.
chili flakes, dried herbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, things that you can find in your pantry at
Can
home.
I ask a question about marinating?
Yeah.
Like, if you leave it in this for the longer period of time, does it make it tastier and more tender?
I think so. I think it gives the flavors a chance to really develop and to really infuse into the meat. However, sometimes you're getting home from work, you don't have a day to marinate it. 10 to 15 minutes will do.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that ideal time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Just depends, yeah. Okay, so I think our first one's almost done.
I'm actually quite good at this.
See, yeah.
Yay.
You're too hard on yourself. You're great in the kitchen.
Thank you. This is...
Can you show us a color on that sweet potato? I mean, can you just hold it up for me? Because, I mean, the color like this one is crazy. Yeah. Okay, you can pick this one up right here. You can show our viewers. I'm going to turn it for you. You can kind of see. Oh, there we go. Look at that color on there.
Here we go.
And that kind of like,
Beautiful.
it kind of brings out the savoriness of sweet potato as well.
Yeah.
So you're not, if you are vegetarian, you're not going to miss the meat that much.
And I love the orange flesh sweet potato. They're like so nice and bright and
All right, now we're going to...
How long did you have these in the microwave for to soften them before you did that?
For like 5 minutes.
Okay.
You don't want to overdo it. You want to keep some texture to it. Because it's nice and firm, but it will fall apart if you overcook it. So halloumi, they can start sharing a pan. They're friends. They'll be okay. Yeah. I like this one. Maybe you can clean some space. You can take that one, pop it in your blue plates along. And we just add, the thing about halloumi, a lot of people overcook it. And
it becomes like... Is that when it goes rubbery?
Okay, another thing. I love when it goes rubbery.
No,
but it's not right.
It's
not right. It shouldn't be. It should have a slight squeak, but not rubbery. It's not chewing gum. Yeah. Right. So I'd say about 30 seconds per side is good, depending on how thick you cut it. Okay. You like halloumi?
Yeah.
I love
it.
halloumi.
I love the saltiness of halloumi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And what is it exactly? Is it a cheese?
Yeah. It is a
But
cheese.
what's the process from regular cheese to turn it into halloumi?
So it's just literally from fermentation. After the cheese starts splitting, you get the curds. It's how they handle the curd. They don't dry age it. There's a different process when it goes into the brine. Okay. And from there, they actually you get the whey that separates. It's very sciencey. Yeah. But you're left off with this beautiful dairy solid, which is the halloumi.
And it is
a nice filling snack as well.
Yeah. Oh, halloumi is delicious. I love it.
I've turned out everything, so I think we should just start.
We good. We can start putting it on the plate.
Yeah.
And I think
you can cook.
You see?
With sass.
What is your favorite kind of dish if you had to like order your favorite?
I really, really love African cuisines lately because I remember on the show we had a chef who came and cooked for us. They actually cooked for us creamy chicken feet. Creamy, it was...
I've made chicken feet on the show twice, but I did the barbecue ones.
It was creamy. Really, we did creamy. It was absolutely lovely.
Lovely. Yeah. Finger licking good.
I can see some colour. Do you want to turn this guy around and show us that beautiful colour? You see? Look at that.
Yes.
Perfect.
That's it.
Yeah.
Clem, do you know what I would do? Because I love adding my 2 cents because I'm such a great cook. I would put truffle oil on that.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yum.
Very elegant, very elegant.
I know, because we like to get decadent in here.
Selby, as you see, he's so confident now. He's asking me to load the pan. He's on this.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I haven't been invited to cook for you yet in the show. So, I mean, that's going to happen soon, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so just to recap what we've got here, we made our skewers with this fantastic beef marinade. We've loaded it on, and now we're just basically sealing it and searing it for a couple of minutes. Just to not overcook
it. Outside of the meat. Yeah. And don't overcook it.
And just to recap what was in that marinade, because trust me, that is amazing. Yeah. That's one of those marinades that while you're doing that, you're going to want to lick your fingers at home because it's so good. So what's in the marinade?
We use dried herbs. So which you tend to have in your kitchen. We have oregano, and we have some mint, and we also have dried chili flakes. And some white wine, and garlic and olive oil.
Fantastic. Thank you. The meat is sensational. All right, and now over here we've got halloumi.
Sweet potato.
Sweet
And Tom is doing
potatoes.
an amazing job of browning it all off. I've got some lemon. You can't, I mean, some limes.
Lime.
You can't have a Mexican dish without lime, all
Yeah,
right?
you lime. Mexican word of the day, lime. Don't lime to me.
So but that's it. We're gonna start assembling, doing that. Like actually no, while no one's looking, we're gonna like take some snacks. We'll taste them, make sure it's all good, and then yeah, dinner's done.
Beautiful. Dinner is done, but we still have dessert. So it's quite simple and really easy to make. Remember to get this recipe sent to you. SMS Clover to 33650. SMSs are R1.50 each and no free SMSs apply. And if you missed any of these steps, here's a quick recap.
Made with love by Clover.
Mexican word of the day, fist. This food is so good, it's quite a fist. Coming up, our special guest today is one of KZN's premier radio personalities. And on social media, we want to know from you, what is your favorite childhood memory of listening to the radio? You can find us at Afternoon Chat on Twitter using the official hashtag Afternoon Express, or you can comment on our Facebook page. We'll be right back after the break. Oh, this is amazing.
With a trip to New York City worth 150,000 Rand as first prize, Lancewood SA's #1 cream cheese is so close to crowning the nation's #1 cake. Recipes have been posted from every kitchen in the land. And come July 5th, celebrity judges Zola Nene, Jay Something and Lorna Maseku will host the 3 finalists in a live cake-off on SABC3's Espresso Morning Show to decide who will bake it all the way to the Big Apple.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. If you've just joined us, you are about to get a toothache because this next section is just so sweet. Winter is all about comfort eating, snuggling up with blankets, the comfort eating, and more comfort eating. And this is so decadent, so tasty, it's Beyonce. What on earth should we have here?
Should we talk about this guy first? So what I've done is I started making a caramel, but you know how tricky caramels are to make, right? You need sugar, you need to cook your sugar down. That takes a while. Butter goes in. If you put the butter in the wrong time, it splits. If you put the cream in at the wrong time, it splits.
Look at this.
I've got the ultimate cheat for how to make a caramel at home and make it look like professional every time. I went to Woolies, I got the vanilla-flavored fudge, right? And the cream.
Yes.
I chopped up the fudge, put it into a pot, in the pan, with a bit of cream, and you're winning. That's it, right? But I'm loving the trend. It's been a trend now for a couple of years, salted caramel. So right now, we add a bit of salt to it. But what we're actually using is a bit of red miso paste.
No way. What does that even taste like? Miso.
Miso, exactly. The savory guy that you always get in like your broth with your noodles actually works really well in sweet dishes. So I'm going to pop that in. Can you help me?
Yeah, of course.
And you can start mixing that through. So that's our salted caramel that we're making now. The next part is very tricky. Okay, this is the self-sourcing chocolate pudding.
Yeah.
All right? I spent minutes walking to Woolies and getting the box. All right. So literally in the box you get 2 packets. This is the pudding mix. In here I've got an egg, some cream and some sugar. You're going to mix this to make a batter.
Yeah.
I also know that this batter does work well in a waffle iron. Okay.
Yeah.
It really works well in a waffle iron. So if you're looking for some funky new waffle recipes, this is the one.
Yeah.
So you mix it up, really simple. This is also a great one to make during the school holidays because not a lot of hot ingredients in here. So that's sorted. So you doing the hot part. I've got like the easy part.
Yeah.
In a baking dish, and that's been greased already.
And obviously that the best job in the kitchen is licking the bowl afterwards.
All right, so don't worry, it does puff up, so a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah.
You're going to get that in there. Now, the self-sourcing part is the second sachet, which simply has to be mixed with boiling water, and that's the sauce. So you actually pour it on before it goes into the oven, which is quite different. That's a trick to a self-sourcing pudding.
Oh, wow.
So you just make sure you get it all over the pan. Like I said, it does puff up again, just like that. Cool, super easy now. Hot water in with your sauce mix.
Wow.
And it's got all the goodness of
and all of that just came from a box.
From a box?
Perfect. That's exactly how I like to bake.
All right, so you mix it over the dish.
Yeah.
So if anything spills, it just goes into the dish already.
Okay.
Then have to mix it through 100%.
Perfect.
Pour
but
over.
You know me, I'd probably like to mix it in 100%.
Pour over just like that, and you pop it in the oven.
That's it.
That's it.
That is it.
That's it. And it comes looking like that.
Ooh, okay, so it rises as well.
So the inside is still fudgy and saucy, which is what you want. And then you take your salted caramel.
This is just too much. I can't deal.
Okay. You take your salted caramel.
Yeah.
And you literally just pour it over. Oh my word, I can smell that miso in there. She's pretty crazy.
Oh, wow.
And then you get your ice cream. We're going to do it at the table. You spoon it over your hot caramel sauce, and everything just melts together. And you basically quit your gym membership and start again in 2020.
This is amazing. Yeah. This is absolutely amazing. It reminds me of something. Is it like a sticky toffee pudding?
But a chocolatey miso version.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Oh,
and that's
that
how quick it is.
So
it is so easy.
Clem, this is an outstanding. Do you know Mexican word of the day, Jose? Jose, can you see how amazing this is? It's just an absolutely decadent, gorgeous sweet treat and so easy to make. And it's really, really delicious for your tea time treat as well. Now, if you want this recipe, simply SMS EAT to 33650 at R1.50 an SMS. No free SMSs apply. And of course, we'll send you the ingredients list and link directly to you. Stunning.
Portion for one.
I'm going to get stuck into this and see you after the break.
With a trip to New York City worth 150,000 Rand as first prize, Lancewood SA's #1 cream cheese is so close to crowning the nation's #1 cake. Recipes have been posted from every kitchen in the land. And come July 5th, celebrity judges Zola Nene, Jay Something and Lorna Maseku will host the 3 finalists in a live cake-off on SABC3's Espresso Morning Show to decide who will bake it all the way to the Big Apple.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express this fantastic Tuesday afternoon. We hope you're having a lovely afternoon and we really hope that you've enjoyed cooking with us so far. Now, today's cook-along was a Mexican-inspired masterclass where we learned how to make traditional tortillas, and to follow that, we made some really decadent self-saucing chocolate puddings. All that's left really is for us to tuck in. But something that I want to ask you, Clem, is that green sauce. We didn't get to make that too quickly. So what is the verde sauce?
Basil, mint and parsley. And the mint's quite amazing. It kind of livens up the dish.
Yeah.
Garlic, more chili, and then a bit of sherry vinegar again, a little bit of olive oil. It's delicious.
Amazing. I'm really proud of us. And I'm so proud of you. You did a fantastic job in the kitchen.
I had so much fun in the kitchen.
I know.
I guess I just have to get used to being in the kitchen more often. So
Trust me, it's not my comfort zone either.
Really? So you and I are in the same team.
Oh, totally. So you guys can start dishing up. And I want to ask you, I mean, you've totally solidified your position as Durban's most loved radio DJ and Joburg's and the country's. But now I want to know from you, you also are moving on to so many different things, and the soap scene is just loving you.
Yes.
Tell us about your role on Uzalo.
So Uzalo, I get to play myself. Selby
Who
does that? Like, oh my gosh. That was like such great timing. So I get to play myself on Uzalo, Selbeyonce, the artist manager / the Ukhozi FM DJ.
Yeah.
And I've got a storyline that I was shooting. I was actually shooting this morning.
Tell me.
Day starts at 5 o'clock. Oh my gosh!
No,
but then I don't complain because I'm such a morning person. I'm very bubbly in the morning.
Oh, wow.
You know, but and sometimes it's not so hard though to constantly keep up that energy throughout the whole day. But you've got an afternoon show also in the afternoon, so you're coming from Sit, you're like, oh my god! But when you get on air, you've got like 2.9 million listeners waiting for you. So the show must go on. The energy must be there.
So what have you been shooting? What's coming up on the show?
I don't know if I can say, but
you can tell us.
You're going to love the story. You're going to absolutely love the storyline. Just keep on watching Uzalo on SABC1 at 8:30. Now it's just on 2:30 just because of the World Cup. But normal programming. We'll go back to normal shifts. Yeah, man.
Amazing. And do you want to do more acting? Like, what's your favorite?
Of course, I want to do more acting. Actually, I wanted to do TV presenting. That was my only thing that I've ever wanted to do when I started out. And then acting now, I'm loving it. I want to bear the craft, you know, and I'm loving it. I'm still finding my feet in it, and I'm a bit comfortable in it.
But look, you are choosing the right brands to work with. I mean, both your radio station and now your telenovela are the biggest in the country.
Of course.
So what is people's reaction to you when you go out in public?
Oh my goodness.
I know. I can imagine. It must be lit.
It is lit. Listen, the love is just overwhelming that we get from people. Sometimes you wouldn't. Sometimes we don't take ourselves as such known people because. I wouldn't mind walking in the mall with my flops, and then someone will just come in and they want to take pictures, and I don't have my makeup on, and I'm like, okay.
You mean you leave the house without your makeup on? What you thinking, girl?
At times it happens. We've got our days whereby you're like, oh no, man, I can't.
And you're still in your PJs and your Ugg boots.
Okay, I would never take it that far with PJs, and you know. But instead of if you're uncomfortable with taking a picture, give them a hug or just tell them to give you your name and their name. And then you can just shout their name out on air.
Exactly. Yeah. And congratulations to you. You're contributing to a cookbook and you're doing so well.
Yes, thank you very much. Cookbook comes out at the end of the year. The journalist cook.
Amazing.
So pairing food with gin. Lots of fun.
Yeah. I actually have my own gin, so I'll give it to you to use in your book.
Yes,
Thank you so much for being on the show. You guys are absolutely sensational. And of course, tomorrow's show is all about Kwaito, and joining us are South African music legends, Maswawa and Mzambia. Plus, we chat Mzambia. That's how I pronounce it. Yeah. Plus, we chat to author Esinako Ndambeni, who wrote the book Born to Kwaito. Were you born to Kwaito? I'm sure was. Thank you so much much for joining us as well. We'll be back again tomorrow, same time, same place. Good night. Happy eating.
Bye. Ouch, okay.
Okay, let's...
Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.